Welcome to Real Kids Parents Webinar, organized by Real Kids, of course, and in partnership with Zapzapmath here. My name is Sun. I'm the Head of Business Development for Zapzapmath. And you ask, what is Zapzapmath? Who are we? And what we do here? So basically, Zapzapmath is a game-based learning mathematics app catered to kids from kindergarten to grade 6 here. So our mission here is to make math learning fun and engaging, as you can see in our slides here. All right. So a bit of background information on Zapzapmath is that back in last year, Real Kids has actually decided to use Zapzapmath in all of their centers nationwide here to be part of their teaching and learning for your children. So today, what I'm going to show you is, you may ask, how is game-based learning going to help your kids when when it comes to learning, and especially in mathematics here, and whether what we have said has any truth in it, whether it's backed up by research. Today's sharing session, I'm going to share with you all this information here, and whether we are just coming up with all these it's just a hearsay, or whether it's proven by research and result here. I'm going to share with you in this presentation, and also I'm going to share with you the demo as well. On top of that, if the parents, any of you has any questions during my whole sharing session here, feel free to post your questions in the chat box. Our team, including the Real Kids and also Zapzapmath, will assist in answering all your inquiries here. All right. So without further ado, welcome to Zapzapmath sharing session. And also, let's make our kids' math learning fun and engaging. So before we start, there's a 1-minute short intro video. Okay. All right. So as you can see, Zapzapmath is set in a highly gamified math universe. We have games catered for kindergartens to grade 6, and it's all aligned with both international standards and also local standards here. All right, as you can see, this is our UI and our animations. It's super engaging. It grabs the students' attention here. So on top of that, we have also incorporated higher order thinking elements in the games. This is a very essential skills for 21st century learning, and also a reward system to motivate our young learners to play more and learn more as well. On top of that, we empower our teachers with our web dashboard analytics for them to have a much more effective lesson delivery. So this is Zapzapmath in a nutshell here. So here's a challenge that we are addressing for our modern learning and 21st century learning, is that kids nowadays, they are actually digital native themselves, right? Which means they have been exposed to excessive amount of IT interfaces, be it in the e-learning side or entertainment side here. So it means that they get distracted very easily, and they spend at least 6.5 hours a day on any type of screen time. So here's a challenge for parents and teachers, right? How do we grab their attention enough during when it comes to learning mathematics here? So what's the solution? The solution is Zapzapmath ecosystem. Of course, at the very heart of it is super fun math games that the kids can play, and at the same time they learn. On top of that, we empower our teachers with our web dashboard analytics so that they can have a overview and have a better understanding of the class and the students' performance. For example, this is our class overview. And moving on, they can go in depth into individual students. For example, like this is the games that they have played and the corresponding skills or learning objective that they have learned from the games here. Of course, it's all automatically marked, so the teachers can actually go into question levels and analyze what went right and what went wrong with the students here. And our latest features is our playlist features, whereby the teacher can actually assign games based on the selected topics and selected grades for the students. So for example, today if you are learning about number concepts, right, and in a class the teacher is already teaching that, and you need to make sure that the kids are applying and practicing whatever they have learned today. This is a fun way for the teacher to actually assign games, and also a fun way for students to practice and drills, because at the end of the day, to learn mathematics, it's all about practicing and drilling. So the gap that we are addressing today is the traditional method of practicing and drilling with papers and pencils is that it's mundane. So the engagement level is low. And research has proven that as a human, including adults, is if the engagement is low, your learning efficacy is significantly reduced. So the whole idea is we keep them interested, then they can learn more and absorb more as well. So moving on, some other features is with our very colorful and interactive UI. It encourages the exploration, the curiosity, and of course with higher order thinking skills incorporated into this, we are also sharpening or polishing their problem solving skills at a very early stage. And of course, with clever visualization, this helps teacher to deliver the lessons more effectively during the class itself. It can be done using the game. Of course, like I mentioned just now, we have aligned with multiple standards, including international standards and local standards, starting with Common Core State Standards, which is a US standard, Ontario, Canada, KSSR for Malaysia. We have Cambridge Primary, and we also have UK National Curriculum, and on top of that, the latest one will be CBSE, which is an Indian standard here in India, right? So it's aligned with multiple syllabus. It's very modular for schools to carry out, and it's also very useful for teachers and students as well. On top of that, you have leaderboard, whereby it gives you a more high-level view of where you are at compared to the world ranking here, and of course result screens for every games. We support multiple languages, up to 6 languages. Of course, in Malaysia, the main 3 language, English, Mandarin, Malay, is inside, right? It's all selected inside the app itself as well, right? Apart from that, we have Spanish and Russian and Vietnamese as an optional. And one of our very unique features that stands out compared to a lot of learning apps is that we have a machine learning algorithm whereby it will assist the students in terms of personalizing their learning journey and experience here. So what this feature does is that it will determine the level of difficulty for the next question within the game itself. So if the students are slow, we won't put them through the same learning curve as the faster students. So because the main reason is we need to make sure that the students understand the basic concept first before they move on to the more complex problems here. Otherwise, it's going to create a more problems for them. It's going to create stress for them to learn as well, right? So, but of course, for faster learning students who perform better, who understands the particular subtopics or concepts better, we wouldn't put them through at a slower pace because it's going to be boring for them. So what we are doing is, faster students, they will get more difficult questions faster. Slower students is going to be a slower pace here. So every student will have their own personalized learning journey, and this is very important for learning effectiveness here. So on top of that, we have multiplayers whereby the kids can play with other kids globally. All of these I will show you in depth when it comes to the games later on. And we support multiple platforms. Apart from the mobile apps, we are also available on the website as well. It's playable on our WebGL. The link to the app is shown here. Don't worry about this. Our team is going to put in all these links in the chat box, so you guys can just copy and paste or click directly here, right? So for iOS, it's here. Android, it's here. And of course, if the web browser gameplay, which is playable on a PC and also laptop, it's play.zapzapmath.com. And this is our website as well, www.zapzapmath.com here. Right? So before we go to why Zapzapmath here, I would like to show you how is our game like, and how actually your kids is not only enjoying it but benefiting and learning from our app here, right? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, first of all, I would like to share with you how your center teachers is actually assigning the games to your kids here. Right. So when teachers, they have their own web dashboard, right? So this is how the web dashboard is going to look like, and this is where the teacher is going to assign the games. So how do they assign the games? Very simple. They just create playlists. This is just for your information only. I mean, you guys don't have to really memorize the steps, because this is teachers' job to actually assign the games here, requirements. So just click this, you click next. And when it's created, of course, they have to select the games. But in the interest of time, I have already created a game here. Oh wait, sorry. All right, let me create the games here. Counting stars. So from here, they can see more information about a game and what is it related to. Tap once, counting snakes, right? Let's select these 3 games. Let's select until, let's say, 31st, okay? Create playlist. Okay, once it's created, this is going to be how it look like. And what happened is the students in this class, Parents Webinar, will be able to access to this playlist here. So how is it going to be is, this is our games, play.zapzapmath.com. Click start, add player. Okay, we have a profile ready. CAP. All right. Show password. Okay, that's right. Okay. So every new player, you'll be given a chance to select your avatar in the very first time here when you're logged in, right? So you can feel free to choose one. Right. Click next. Right. So playlist feature unlocked. You have unfinished playlist. So the moment they're logged in, there will be a pop-up telling the students to go to the playlist here. Right. So as you can see, the playlist is here. You click that. Right. So this is number concepts. Right. So it's all about understanding numbers and counting here. So the very first game is counting stars. So this will teach them how to count. So click play. Oh, by the way, let me unmute this. So this is our background music and also the sound effect with voiceover for lower grades students. Yeah, so as you can see, these are the voiceovers, and then so how to play this game is very simple. It's just counting, right? So 1, 2. And then there's a voice over here. Right? So and then to confirm, click the tick button, the check button here. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we have leveled up. As you can see now, if we level up, then the questions will be much more complicated. The numbers are bigger, right, for the kids to learn. So if let's answer this correctly, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as we can see, our games can serve as a very, very interactive visualization tools during the teaching in the class as well. And you don't even have to worry. In the event of, let's say, we need to do an online class, the teacher just have to share the screen like what I did now, right? And then you still can go through as per normal, like how you did it with in the classroom itself. So it's super easy, super modular, and very, very convenient for both the teacher and also the students here, right? Now, click check. That's correct. Now let's let's assume that this is a wrong one. We answer it wrongly, right? So what's gonna happen? Okay, so there's an immediate feedback to tell the kids that it's wrong. So this is how it is, right? So maybe to us, for now, to us this looks very easy, but we have to imagine that this is a very basic concept of math concept here. So it's all about teaching them how to count, right? So the idea is make them or let them get used to counting. Like this, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right?
Fantastic. Next question.
Okay, let's move on.
Count the stars by tapping on them.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Awesome. Level 3 complete. Level 4. Count the stars by tapping.
So as you can see, it's all repetitions.
2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Amazing.
And in the event of mobile gameplay on the mobile phones or mobile devices, instead of using mouse cursor, the students are going to use their fingers to tap here. So it's just different modes of interface only. Okay, I'm going to do this quickly, and after this, we're going to end the game and show you the reward system here.
Marvelous. Level 5 complete.
All right, so we have completed the first game. This is a result screen. It will tell you what's the total scores, what's the best scores. This is personal best scores, and how many attempts in total. So you can play as many times, then you can go for the higher scores here, right? Here's a medal. Tap anywhere to continue. And we have a learning assistant which will recommend what will be the next game, because this is a playlist. They will recommend the next game in the playlist here. But instead of going there right away, we can go to, I want to show you and share with you guys our reward system for kids here. So every time they play and finish the game, complete the game, they will earn a coins, right? Which I'm going to show you later after the loading screen here. Okay, the students will always have the option to click later for the what do you call that, for the playlist. So as you can see, you have earned 500 coins. Let's go here, spaceship. Okay, so to unlock basically is you have to use the coins, right? So 500. So this is how you unlock the levels. And then the moment you unlock, you have a decoration or skin. And then you have much more, right? There's more. And in order to unlock all this for this level, you can spin this coin, spin the wheels. But you need more coins to spin the wheel. You need 100, so you have to play more, right? The kids will have to play more. And the best thing about this is while they play, they learn as well. So it creates a positive loop and cycle here. Okay, let's move out. Right. Some other features within the game are we have the we have the multiplayer features whereby the kids can play with other kids globally. And as you can see, as long as they haven't finished the playlist, it's going to keep on popping up just to remind the students that they need to finish it here, right? But I want to show you more. We have a multiplayer like here. So basically, this is where you can get more, skins, everything from playing and winning here. Other than that, you have trophies, but how it works is our AI and our systems will actually match you with any students online that is playing, and then it's a matter of who can finish faster here, right? Who can answer the most correctly and finish faster. So they're gonna look for opponents. Right, so they have found a match. So basically it's a whack-a-mole, right? So the question will be here, then you find the right answers. So 10 plus 7, what is that? 17. So whoever reaches the finishing line first will be the winner, 18. (13 plus 6), that would be 19. And it actually trains, apart from problem solving and everything, it trains your students' hand-eye coordination. And I would really encourage, right, as an adult, sometimes you play this, it actually wakes you up in the morning as well. 13 plus 5, especially our higher order thinking games here. There are some of it is really challenging when it comes to problem solving. It's very good to exercise the brain every now and then here. (10 plus 5, 15). I'm gonna destroy someone's children's confidence level here, but in the interest of time, let's move on. 11 plus 6, that would be 17. (10 plus 5, 15). Right, so this is how it is, and then you earn coins as well from here. right? So, so these are multiplayer features. Okay, let's see our time. We still have a bit of time. I would like to show you another games that will teach about place value here, and it's also a very good game to serve as a tool for visualization, right? It's inside this playlist. Tab Once. It's called Tab Once. So it teaches the concept of place value for kids, yeah, right? And as a parents, you know, if you want to, you know, participate in your your kids' learning, this is where, you know, it's a very good way to do it. Like for example, count together, like counting stars just now, including this. So what is one, right? You can even train them on how to speak properly or pronounce properly. So 1 is 1, 1. So click check.
Impressive. Next question. 3.
Right. So what is 3? 3 is 1, 2, 3. Right. So it's 3 ones.
Nice. Level 1 complete. Level 2. 7.
So this is where you guys, you know, as parents and teachers, we can facilitate students in learning here. It's a combination of counting, it's a combination of understanding place values as well, right? So like this 7. So what is 7? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in general, you have 7. So it's 7 ones.
Superb. Next question.
9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the flow of our games is designed in a way that they will have to understand the basic first, and when it levels up, it will teach you some other operations. Like for example, in this level, it teaches the students on addition operation. And you don't even have to worry whether your kids is too young to understand operation, because this is the best chance and opportunity for you to let them understand what is addition, what is subtraction here. For example, let me show you. So now now the students understood that what is 7. 7 is 7 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So what is addition? Addition is add. So we add another, here is 1, right? So another 1. So in total, the answer is 8, which we know lah, right? But this is how we can get the students to understand. And not only that, most importantly, they are willingly and happily to participate in this learning journey together with, you know, their parents, their mom and dad here, and even the teachers, right? So same thing, 9 plus 1. So what is 9? 9 is 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus is add. So add another 1. And here's the amazing thing. Apart from learning about place values of ones, you can also let them know that, hey, if you have 10 ones, it will equal to 110, right? So it's like this. And you know, the amazing part of our game is if you tap on this, right? Instead of you have 10 ones here, it becomes 110, sorry. And then when you tap on this and hold it, it will break into 10 ones. So this is how the kids can visualize, and it's super interactive that, hey, now I understand the relationship between ones and tens. So same thing. Okay. And that's how you can participate as a parent into your students, your kids' learning journey here. So now, the next level, now we are talking about subtraction. We are taking away something, right? So they have to understand what is it, right? So same thing, 5, they understood, you have to click 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So when they see this, you tell them, you take away whatever is here. This is 1, you take away 1. So how do you take away? Click here, take away 1. That's it. So it's super direct forward, very visceral visualization here, right? So same thing here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take away 1. There you go, right? So this is how we can actually do it, and as you move on, right, there will be multiple operations instead of one single operations. You will have 3 plus 1 plus 1. 3 plus 1 plus 1, or 3 plus 1 minus 1, or something like that, right? So there are more iterations to it as and when they progress to the level here, and I guarantee you they will definitely benefit and learn from this here, right? Other than that is, let's see what other features do we have. All right. As a parents of real kids, you have a privilege of all your kids will be assigned with one username and password with one profile, so they are free to play the games, right? For now is they have the access to K and 1, so they feel free to go through all these games here individually, right? And you can play with them as well. And then on top of that, some of the other features is you can change the language. We have English, Mandarin, Spanish, Malay, and Russian here, right? Other than that, that's about it. And I would really encourage that, you know, go and play and explore with your kids here, right? Okay, let's move on to why Zapzapmath and how Zapzapmath can actually help your kids here, and whether, you know, what's our credibility, right? Even though we say like, wow, this is so nice, this is so great, right? But at the end of the day, your kids' learning ability and efficacy is the most important thing here. So let's move on. Right. So I'm very proud to share with you that over the years we have garnered multiple recognitions and also awards from multiple organizations. Namely from Apple, we have been featured as #1 education category in US App Store. And on top of that, we have actually partnered up with multiple universities for research collaboration here. For example, in Canada, the #1 university in Canada, McGill University, we have participated in their research collaboration. And in fact, they are the one that approaches after they have gone through more than 400 to 500 math apps or learning apps in the market here, right? So it shows their recognition and also their confidence in us here. And on top of that, locally, we are very proud to share with you that University of Malaya, their research team has actually engaged with us, and not only that, used Zapzapmath in the game-based learning experiment in one of the public school system here. So this is quite impactful. The result, those students who use Zapzapmath in the class as an experiment, their average score as a group improved 3 times more, which is 300%, compared to the control group. And the control group, of course, is basically using the traditional method, the blackboard, the whiteboard, and also pen and papers here, right? So they improved 3 times more here. So this is a very significant improvement, and now we can proudly say that game-based learning is not only something that is fun, but it's proven with their effectiveness and in learning here. And we have won the Best Startup of the Year in RISE, Hong Kong. And most importantly, we have been certified by Education Alliance Finland, a Finnish education certification body, for pedagogical quality. So this is where they didn't really, you know, to get our content certified is very easy, but when it comes to education approach and how do we approach in terms of learning, this is what it means by pedagogical here, or pedagogy. So this is where we excel at, and we don't just create games and call it learning. So when we create the games, it's all based on learning objective rather than just copy and pasting or digitizing whatever it is from the textbook here. So we design the games from our ground up. And here are just some numbers for your information. We have a total of 3.7 million downloads so far. Our first market is US, but now, like for example in Malaysia, we have Real Kids, we have some of the international schools and enrichment centers is using us. Apart from that, in US, we partner up with multiple learning platforms like Legends of Learning. And other than that, we also partner with a couple of telcos as well. We have 24 million math questions answered so far. And as you can see, an average time they spend is not long. 10 to 15 minutes is enough for them to learn at least 1 or 2 skills here. And that's very important because from our data, with the 10 to 15 minutes playtime with Zapzapmath, they actually answered about 15 to 20 questions worth of worksheet here. So that's about 1 to 2 worksheets, assuming the worksheet is about what, 10 to 15 questions per worksheet, right? So if you can see, traditionally, 2 worksheets or 30 questions, it will take about what, 30 minutes to 1 hour for them to answer all these questions. Now it's reduced to at least a quarter of the time here, right? So as you can see, not only the efficiency, it's also effective as well. So anyway, in conclusion, Zapzapmath is a numbers game where the kids always win here. Before we end this, we have a couple of videos whereby we interviewed not only teachers, but also the kids themselves when we were in the US. And let's see what do they have to say about Zapzapmath and what's their experience like here. All right, let's start from the beginning.
I thought it was great. It was fun.
Thank you. What do you think about math games?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
It's engaging him, and he's 6, so.
Fun, and it was challenging, so I think I got better at it.
You like playing this game?
You can do this, Craig. 3 plus 8. Yes.
What did you think? What did you think the features in the game that excites you most?
Definitely when you get it right and it shows that you got it right, it's definitely exciting and it makes you want to do more. So I can't wait to encourage my kids with it.
I teach 6th and 7th grade advanced kids, but they really struggle with fractions. This is the best thing I've seen so far on fractions that's interactive, and my colleague and I, we loved playing it.
And how do you think the kids will react when they see something like this?
I think they'll really enjoy it. I think it's a good mix of fun, kind of, but not distracting graphics. Just kind of enhances the experience. Yeah, I think they'll really enjoy it. I'm excited to introduce it.
Engaging, addictive,
Competitive. Okay.
That was a big one.
I really like the way it's interactive and the kids are able to get rewards for the progress that they make in the program and how that they get something out of their success that they can celebrate.
Okay.
I'm excited about the interface. It's very kid-friendly, very engaging for them. I think it's something that will hold their interest over a long term as they continue to work in the game and improve their skills. I would use it as a center, almost a daily center where the kids would go and spend 10 minutes on it. 10 to 15 minutes, very quick, very just a lot of information in a short amount of time where they think they're having a brain break, but really they're working hard.
Excellent.
So I really enjoyed it. It was pretty challenging to understand how to really do the equations, but after a while, I see how that would help kids and get them thinking on a higher level. So I really enjoyed it a lot.
All right, that's it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time, and I hope that throughout these weekends you can enjoy Zapzapmath together with your kids here, and you can see them how they learn and grow with Zapzapmath and real kids. Yeah. So thank you.